So what we're going to do today on the Step-by-Step Millionaire is to metaphorically prove a point. Welcome to the Great White North of Canada, where today it is minus 28 degrees. This is a jug of hot water straight from the tap, and I'm going to show you, metaphorically speaking, this is your finances, okay? You've got a great hot idea, and you intend to take them to the marketplace. This is the marketplace, but it's a little cold to your idea. And I'm going to show you exactly what happens when you take your hot idea to the market without knowing what's going on. How cool was that? Okay, let's get out of this freezing cold, which is a minus 46 with the wind chill Celsius, and let's get back to the fireplace, and I'll explain this whole thing to you. Okay, and now you know why we do everything in front of a fireplace. What was the point of the whole scenario that you just saw, other than, come on, that was cool? The point of it is to put into your head a metaphor for what happens when you have a good idea and you try to take it to a market. The good idea, that hot idea you had, that's all the water and that's your resources going with it. And the market being the outdoors, which is cold to your idea because they haven't warmed up to your idea. They don't know about it. The problem a lot of companies, when they're starting out, make is that they head to the market without doing proper research. And it doesn't have to be massive research. You don't have to have some big company doing it for you. What you need to do is interact with people around you, and you have to do and ask the right questions. If you don't get the proper feedback. People go out there and they start and they think they asked the right questions, but they didn't. And because of that, they blow all of their resources and all of their finances, and just like what you saw, it makes this incredible display. And when the smoke clears, nothing's changed. And you've lost everything because it's been dispersed. So let's look at the 5 things you need to do before taking your business to the market or your idea to the market. Number 1, identify your market. Bankers will ask you to do this all the time, and people aren't quite sure what it means because they'll say, well, my market's everybody. Not for every idea. Take, for example, if you were selling t-shirts. Technically, yes, your market is everybody. Almost everybody needs t-shirts. If you're printing up a t-shirt, that's slightly different because a printed t-shirt has a smaller market. And in a future video, we'll get onto that and explain that and how stuff is sold and what you're actually selling. But in this one, we're going to identify what you need to do before you take that product out there. So number 1, as I said, was identify your market. What that means is be honest with yourself and ask people around, and that is, who is going to buy my idea? Once you've got that, you can calculate, is there enough of the market within my area to be able to support finances that I'm going to be put in this and get a good return? And if not, you either need to change your market or you need to revise your idea in order to have that idea appeal to more people, or the smaller group want to buy more of it. Okay. Number 2, the next question you have to ask yourself is, does your market have the money? There are different groups out there: seniors, middle class, the poorer, teenagers, children. You have to ask yourself, this idea that I'm taking out there, let's say, for example, you develop a vacuum cleaner, and this vacuum cleaner is amazing. You set it in the middle of the room, you push a button, you leave, it vacuums your whole house. Well, of course, everybody would want that, unless your price tag is $50,000. You have no market for it. The uber rich don't need it. They can just hire somebody to do the same thing. The poor can't afford it, the middle class can't afford it, so it doesn't matter how good this vacuum is, there's no market for it because there's no money for it. Moving on to number 3. Number 3, again, is sort of the same thing. Does the market need your item? You've got that great vacuum cleaner, but there's other vacuum cleaners, there's people who can vacuum. So if the marketplace doesn't actually need your item, it can be the greatest idea in the world, but if nobody needs it, they're not going to buy it, so it's not going to be worth anything. Don't go down that path. Number 4, is it better than the competition? Because if it's not, don't waste your time. You need to make sure it's better than the competition. You ask people that. It's like, is so-and-so's stuff better than our stuff? If it is, what you need to do is obviously enhance your product or change your product so that it's different, so that it's bigger, smaller, faster, slower, okay? Anything that makes you stand out from the crowd and variant, and your product needs to have that. If it doesn't have that, it's going to be lost in the myriad of others that are out there who were there before you, and the guy who's number 1, he's going to keep most of that market share unless you can come in and find a way to be so different that you stand out. Number 5, you need to ask people this question: would you buy it? This is the one question most people don't realize they need to ask, and you need to ask that question: would you buy it? Because when you're talking to people about stuff, when people bring their product out, they'll ask everything. What color do you think this is? What color would you like? What shape do you like? What shape don't you like? They ask a million questions. And people will answer those questions. Oh, I like blue, I like pink, I like it when it's this shape, I like it when it's tall, I like that I can put it in my pocket. But then you ask that ultimate question: would you buy it? And watch what happens. They go, well, no, because they wouldn't. Forget color, forget whatever, ask that question. Having seen what this item can do, would you buy it? And if they say no, ask why not. That's the feedback that is going to change the difference between you taking a successful product to the market, putting it out there and having people want it, or going to the market and doing what you saw earlier, spraying all your assets around, creating a big splash, and it's all gone. So that's it. Those are the 5 things that you need to do if you want to put a successful product onto the market. I hope they help. You can hit the like button if you would like, and please pass this video around to your friends. You can hit the subscribe button if you want to know when our new videos come out. And please, and this is really important because I'm about to do what I just told you to, put comments down below. Tell us what you like about our videos, what you dislike about our videos, and most, what would you like us to do videos on? Those are the things we need to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and have yourself a good day.